everybody over. We pull everybody over. Who says we just pull landscaping versus a Ferrari? We don't care who's in the car. I mean, we may arrest some people from another country. On the other hand, at the same time, what about all the people we arrest that are not from another country?
I mean, you pride yourself on these immigration statistics, but you stumble upon them?
Yeah, I think you can. That's a good word, stumble. Yeah, that's a good word, stumble. We don't pinpoint it. We don't direct our activities specifically for that reason. But when we come across, during the course of our operations, whether we're catching someone speeding on the highway, and then after that, we find out the person is illegal, what's wrong with taking action?
That's fine. That's fine.
But why all the criticism? I'm racial profiling. I'm an equal opportunity guy. We lock everybody up. So nobody talks about all the rest that we arrest.
So, at the same time, would you say that that statistic is possibly luck?
On the illegal immigration?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's luck. Is it luck every time we catch a DUI? Is it luck every time we catch someone with a warrant?
Sheriff, you're often accused, whether it's fair accusations or unfair, of abusing your power. What do you make of this?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what the law...
Well, didn't you arrest some New Times publishers?
Yeah. So?
Is healthcare a right or a privilege?
Well, I come down on the side of it's a privilege. If you look at the Bill of Rights in our Constitution, you look at the rights that are enumerated in it, the freedom of speech, the freedom to bear arms, the freedom from search and seizure. These are all what are called negative rights. They basically say people cannot interfere with your ability to speak your mind. Or
I mean, theoretically, leaving people uninsured is restricting them from the right to be healthy.
Well, it can restrict someone who can't pay for, say, a cure from gaining access to that cure.
I know, like, corporately you have your code and then it's part of the greater corporation, but I mean, as citizens, as in other international relations, I mean, even on the highest level, like when Obama visits another country, or is it fair to hold other countries to our ethical standards?
If we are doing so as a government, I would say not.
Well, obviously, in the last few years, has been the whole issue of what's torture.
Yeah.
You have the Geneva Conference, and here again, I'll go back to that universal umbrella. The reason you have the Geneva Conference saying that this should apply to citizens all over the world. This isn't just this country or that country or this particular municipality. The Geneva Conference and the decisions that we've made should apply to all countries. And so when people refer back to that, they're saying, okay, here's a standard of ethics that's set somewhat universally.
What concerns you most as a threat to the public health?
Threat to public health, really the biggest threats are probably smoking and obesity.
Okay, and then in terms of the flu and germ spreading, I mean, how much of a concern is that to Maricopa County right now?
Well, right now, I mean, it is an emerging threat. We're kind of knee-deep in it right now. We're seeing a lot more cases of influenza, and typically we don't see influenza this time of year. And the influenza that we're seeing is a new virus, which the population really doesn't have a great deal of immunity to, so it has the potential
it seems to have grown a lot, but
rather.
Is the swine flu as big a deal as the media portrays it to be?
Well, it's certainly a big deal, but sometimes, I mean, if you're not seeing the sick folks around you, you may not perceive it as such.
All right, well, I think that is all the time we have today. Thank you for joining us.
Certainly, thanks for having me out.
And we will see you next time. Thank you so much.
All right.